Hey guys, so we are on our fourth reading comprehension passage. Okay, so now I have got a topic which a lot of people tell me it's a little confusing. We tend to skip these type of topics, etc. From now on we'll not do that. Okay, I want to break the stigma around psychology, philosophy, etc. So for now, let's go ahead with the psychology passage. Yeah, let's see. A clutch of new studies in the field of psychology of emotion offers opportunities for humans to have better control over their emotions. Okay. Unfortunately, some other research has proven conclusively that certain emotions that are triggered spontaneously, most notable among them being anger, are often accompanied by the release of various types of chemicals and hormones. Okay. इतना जब हम पढ़ेंगे, we'll see that the author is producing two contrasting statements. First is that in the field of psychology of emotion, okay, humans can have better control over their emotions. Next, we are saying, I mean, the author is saying that unfortunately, some research has also proven that some emotions that are spontaneously triggered, example, anger, are often accompanied by release of various types of chemicals and hormones. Okay. These chemicals and hormones interestingly help to further sustain the emotional outburst. To take an example, anger causes the release of adrenaline, and this adrenaline further helps to sustain and even magnify that aroused state of anger. To make matters worse, the rate of dissipation of the adrenaline is not within the control of conscious human mind. Hence, when such emotions are triggered, they tend to circumvent our conscious mind, a fact that has several vital implications for emotional impulse control. The solution then is to somehow be able to avoid setting off such impulses that are beyond the control of our conscious mind, something that is easier said than done. One way of doing so is to get a better understanding of how we perceive different events around us. The idea is to view everything with an objective mindset and avoid the jumping to conclusion syndrome, which can trigger these unwanted impulses. To illustrate, it is possible for two people to view the same event but reach entirely different conclusions about its connotation. Let's say, if we see a group of people pointing in a direction and laughing, many of us will misconstrue such an act, thinking that those people are laughing at us and become irritated or angry. Such a reaction could trigger the adrenaline fueled anger, and we could even end up getting into a fight with those people. However, a smarter and less impulsive approach could be to simply view the event for what it is, a group of people pointing at something and laughing. For all we know, they could be pointing at something behind us. Such people will not jump to conclusions, rather, they will wait for more clarity on the actions of those people before coming up with a reaction. Remember, that even though we cannot control the action of those people, we can always control our reaction to their actions by addressing them calmly or even simply ignoring them. थोड़ा सा ही आपको टफ लगा होगा पैसेज पढ़ने के लिए, बट बेसिक पॉइंट क्या है कि कुछ इमोशंस मेरे ऐसे हैं which are accompanied by release of chemicals and hormones, okay, which further aggravate the situation. Example of anger. उसी चीज को बार बार गोल गोल घुमा घुमा के सेम ही चीज बोला गया है. अगर आप यहाँ पे पूरा पैसेज देखो, he's just saying the same thing, that some things are uncontrollable, but what we can control is how our reaction is to those actions. So we cannot control the emotion, we can control our reaction. Okay, that is the main essence of the passage. Itna hi aur kuch nahi hai. Okay, now let's see how are we able to tackle the questions. Which of the following is definitely true? The rate of dissipation of certain hormones is only within the control of subconscious human mind. Okay, first things first, only within. Guys, what does this make? It makes for an extreme statement, right? Is this supported by the passage? Let's just go and check once. Yeah. Sorry, because of this thing, I was not able to concentrate over here. I just removed this. Got it? Yeah. To make matters worse, the rate of dissipation of the adrenaline is not within the control. Okay. It's only within the control. Batao. इसे उल्टा ही बात कर दिया. It is better to control our anger. It makes a lot of sense with the last example that the author gave, right? Let's see. Physical reactions are always interconnected extreme statement not supported by the passage. Certain emotions are the result of a calculated approach to situations. Calculated approach to situations, ये बात कहाँ बोली है भाई? With respect to certain emotions, our conscious mind is responsible for our emotions. नहीं, second statement तो वही बोल रहा है ना कि sometimes it is out of control. So very simply, B. It is better to control anger, which is what, remember I told you, essence of the passage क्या है? कि भाई कुछ चीजें out of control है, but it is always in my hand to control my reaction. It is better to control anger, controlling reaction, right? Let's see question 2. According to the passage, a rational person differs from a highly impulsive person in what? A rational person's body produces, देखो हार्मोन के प्रोडक्शन के ऊपर मेरा कंट्रोल नहीं है, ठीक है? A rational person is able to better control his judgment of events. Yes, that's again what I'm trying to say. You can control your reaction. That helped me answer the previous question. That is helping me answer the current question. Does not let his hormones affect his emotions. He does not have control over it. Does not allow emotions to bypass his conscious mind. He has no control over it. Again, has no lesser tendency. No lesser tendency is wrong. Okay, that means you're saying a rational and irrational person are the same. Okay, but the question is asking how are they differing? Same bol rahe ho bhai. It is not answering the question to begin with. Again, our answer kya ho gaya? B, which is again being answered by the bare minimum essence of the passage. Rest was all, gas, right? What is the meaning of the word misconstrue? Okay, let's just go back. Many of us will misconstrue such an act. गलत सोच लेंगे उसको, which is misrepresent. Sorry, misinterpret. गलत समझेंगे, misinterpret. Okay. Now, how to tackle such questions? देखो, अगर आपको meaning नहीं आता है ना, please just go and read. Let's say if we see a group of people pointing in a direction and laughing, many of us will dash such an act, mislead such an act. How will we lead the act? वो act कोई और कर रहा है. Misdemeanor such an act, misguide the act, misinterpret the act, misrepresent the act. No, मेरी understanding को मैं गलत ले रहा हूँ. Okay, so that is misinterpret. Simple बात है, ये word सीधा जाके statement में डाल दो जो तुम्हारे options. If you're aware of a few of them, well and good. If you're not, you will see it should make some amount of sense when put into the statement. If it's not, then it's not our answer. Sorry. Why does the author use the term unfortunately in the second sentence of the passage? Here, a clutch of new studies in the field of psychology of emotion offer opportunities for humans to have better control over their emotions. Unfortunately, now, new concept, जो मैंने आपको पहले भी सिखाया है in CAT videos, that is the point of negation. What does a negation do? The CAT was really easy, but the paper was lengthy. क्या हो रहा है? Contrast or a negation. To underscore the inherent sorrow. भाई sorrow वारो कहाँ से आ गया? Eliminate. To provide a contrast, that is exactly what a negation word does. With the previous sentence, by stating in some cases a person may not be able, absolutely right. Okay. To assert that a person not being able to contain his emotions is not the desired state of affairs. Desired or undesired state of affairs की मैंने कहाँ बात की है? I haven't spoken about the same, right? To conclude that all the efforts of researchers is gone to vain. भाई ये extreme statement कहाँ से आ गया? Where is such an extreme statement made in the passage? Eliminate. To arrive at a conclusion. Starting of the passage में आप conclusion पे आओगे. Really? This is a joke. Eliminate. Are you seeing, guys? छोटे छोटे चीजों पे elimination हो जाता है. You don't really need to, have a complete understanding, etc. No, yaar. I mean, see, I scored a 99.95 in CAT, in all the other exams. So, bare minimum 99.9 to लाया है verbal. I can tell you for a fact, I'm not a voracious reader. It's not that, I have memorized the dictionary, something, nothing at all. I just know the right place I need to pick things based on concepts I've developed for myself, which I'm sharing with you right now. Okay. Speed lessons. What are the key things? First, you need to understand the essence. Okay. What is the main essence of the passage? That is basically the meaning, right? कि ये बोलना क्या चाहता है. मैंने क्या बोला था, सिंपल चीज ही बोल रहा है कि इमोशन हर तरीके से कंट्रोल नहीं होता है, हमें कंट्रोल करना चाहिए. देखिए उस बेसिस पे सब आंसर हो गया था. ओके, वर्ड मीनिंग क्वेश्चंस, प्लीज पुट इट इन द स्टेटमेंट. ओके, लेट्स से स्टेटमेंट, fit the word over here and see if the logic applies. If it does, that is your answer. Of course, again, extreme words concept needs to be remembered. Negation. Whenever a negation word is there now, but, therefore, unfortunately, however, that expresses a change in the opinion of the author. And that is something, guys, which is, really critical to answer questions in verbal ability, not just in NMAT, but also in CAT. Okay, please make a list of negation words whenever you see them. Okay, and जब भी negation word दिखे आपको passage में, right, प्लीज कीप ए मेंटल नोट. यहाँ पे नेगेशन आया था, इस पे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. मैं गारंटी देता हूँ, अगर आप कैट 2020 का भी पेपर उठा के देखोगे, एनीवेयर वेयर अ नेगेशन केम और एनीवेयर वेयर द ऑथर वाज चेंजिंग हिज ओपिनियन और जस्ट ब्रिंगिंग इन अ कॉन्ट्रास्ट, क्वेश्चन वहीं से उठाया जाता है. इट इज लाइक सॉर्ट ऑफ लाइक अ गोल्डन रूल, applies in 90% cases. I won't say 100, but yeah, in 90 it does. So you need to keep an eye for such things. Okay, thank you guys.